let's get back to what I was talking about. An adjective. Say it a few times. Adjective. Now, today's definition of an adjective by the U.S. Standard of America is anything that bothers you. And bother isn't really what they're trying to go at, because bother isn't a word. It does not have an actual definition. You'll say, oh, I can see it right here in the dictionary. No, that's because you decided to be a follower, not someone who can make a difference if you follow too much. And when I say that, it doesn't take an election to put someone in employment overseas. You got to prove yourself. And once you do, and you're capable of the certain level you're trying to do through tiers. When I say tiers, everyone's like, that sounds weird. Alright, I'll say that you proved that you're smart enough to do it. Sound better for you? Not be told by 6 people that you may have access to their thoughts. That is possible through quantum, even though it's not quantumized. And the reason is all this around you and that chip you've heard may already be stuck in your head. But let's get back to words. So now you hear the one part you're missing when you speak German partially and French partially. The reason a sure or slur, as someone might say, is better than coughing or putting your finger up is because each and everything has a different meaning and purpose overseas. So you put your finger up and you put your middle finger up because maybe you don't have a pointer finger. Well, that definitely has to be saying, oh yeah, go help yourself, because I ain't helping you. Pretty simple. Not that hard. Alright, mathematics. You ever look at a calculator? It says 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Multiply your numbers. To get to 0, you gotta take it and put it on plus or negative. No one knows which way that goes. Well, if everyone in the world, and we'll say the USA only, does not know what that means that's a stolen thing, a stolen device. That means hands off, even manufacturing, because that's what they're going to use to get to, in a sense of terrorism, or technically someone coming over here because they got a war over there, screwing up the economy. Now let's just get down to the raw facts about the economy. We all know this was the USSR. We all know that the radio has been the biggest enemy of anyone's problem, let alone your cell phone. Your cell phone was and has been proven into 1997 when the packet information reached the Soviet, German, English intelligence agencies, plus the government, of the legislation that proved how a person through the internet, even Yahoo, even Amazon, even Google, even though they weren't quite around at that time, could put what they refer to a subliminal signal in everything you do. And you want me to prove it to you? Okay, I'll do it real quick. A monitor screen does not need to flicker. One that runs correctly does not need to flicker 140 times in a second, let alone probably about 40 times in a minute. Or, yeah. Now it's 140 in a minute and 40 in a second. When a person wants to hypnotize you, we don't use people, because a person doesn't necessarily guarantee they can get away from the other person who they hypnotized. So you're using an object. Alright, so when we hypnotize you, as it's been proven that the British hypnotized people of that were Soviet, German, Czechoslovakian, by using what's called flashcards. And to do that on a monitor, you make it flicker. What happens is words come across that flicker that looks like it's going down when it's staying still, and so the words and numbers come across. Once you're accustomed to such things, you won't ever see it, because I'll walk by and say something to you. It might be as simple as thank you. And once you're hypnotized, they will say a few other words that come across those screens, so that they can get a date with you, take advantage of you, get money from you. Not possible? It's in laboratories and bookshelves in laboratories and volumes of books in every library in the Soviet, German, Czechoslovakian, France, of how to. And when you're done reading the book, which doesn't come out of the library, you sign a piece of paper saying you read this book. When you go and you show your phone and it's flickering messages to you can get in trouble. And that's what I'm going to say.